Hello, everyone, and welcome to the February 2018 edition of the App Demo Jam, covering sales apps in the AppExchange. My name is Jeff Grosse. I'm a Salesforce MVP, and I'm joined today by my co-host and friend, Salesforce MVP, Jodi Wagner. How are you doing today, Jodi?
I'm great. Thanks, Jeff.
Well, it's good to have you with me today, and I am also joined by the Demo Jam master herself, the fantastically phenomenal Amanda Nelson from the Salesforce AppExchange. Amanda, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm great, Jeff. Good to be here and get to hang out with you guys today.
Well, we are glad to have you with us too, and you guys, our audience, can follow along with the webinar today live on Twitter using the hashtag AppDemoJam. You can also ask your questions of our Demo Jam participants today, share the Salesforce Ohana for the Demo Jam, or just let people know you're hanging out with us today. So today's participants of the Demo Jam of sales apps include DocuSign, Conga, Velocify, Conversica, SUMO Scheduler, and SpringCM. Before the competition gets started, though, Jodi has a few rules for the Demo Jam that you should know about. So take it away, Jodi, with the rules.
Thanks, Jeff. So all of you have 3 minutes to demo your app. 3 minutes is not a lot of time. No slides are allowed. One winner is chosen by our audience. You cannot vote for your own company. I don't know about you guys, but I'm excited. So let's get ready to rumble.
All right, thanks for that, Jodi. Well, let's get things going. And just to let everybody on the call know that there is an actual timer to this whole thing. So when 2.5 minutes is up, there'll be a sound that the person knows, hey, I better get moving. And at 3 minutes, we actually cut them off. So we're actually timing this thing, making sure they're doing their best. First up today, we have Conga. Conga helps organizations to thrive in an automated world by delivering intelligent contract management, document automation, and sales support automation solutions that drive business productivity through digital transformation and by automating everyday tasks. For over a decade, these guys have provided enterprise applications with superior support and all kinds of functionality all around the world. We have the amazing Matt Bashaney with us today to do our demo. Mr. Matt, are you ready to rumble?
I am ready to rumble.
Your 3 minutes begins now, sir.
Thank you. So as many of you may know, Conga is the #1 paid app in the AppExchange, due in large part to our robust suite of products, as you can see here, that meet the demands of your business. Today, we're going to be looking at our contract and signature solutions together. Here on the Contracts Hub, we can see the entire pipeline of contracts that we're working on today. We can use conditional formatting to easily highlight ones that need attention. We can even draw attention to things like a recent email. In this situation, as a contract manager, I see that Anne from Honeywell has replied to our original contract that we sent out for the MSA. In order to consume those changes, take a look at what she sent back, I simply click on View Redlines. Here on this screen, Conga Contracts is going to recognize that there is now a new version of this document that was automatically uploaded, and it's going to redline that in a familiar format, regardless of how it was treated on the original document. So here we can see changes, whether they were redlined or not, we can see. From here, I'll go to True Up. In the True Up page, Conga Contracts recognizes not only that there are differences in the text, but it also recognizes when that difference is different from the Salesforce value it came from. In this case, the contract start date was originally April 2nd. It's now March 1st. In order to take that change from the contract into Salesforce, I simply click Save and Continue and move on to the next card. It's going to automatically prompt me for fields as well as legal language. Here, net 90, it gives me the option to select from the pick list, but I'll select this value. It's now going to move into the actual legal language of the contract, where I can toggle back and forth between the Salesforce value and the document value to confirm I want to accept this change. I'll go ahead and take that one in as well as the next one to complete the process. I'll get confirmation of those changes being made here and that the document is accurate. I can also view these changes from the Managed Clauses section. So anything that has been accepted as, say, non-standard would be flagged, and I can easily view it here. Now let's move into the contract as an approver. Because this is natively integrated with Salesforce, things like approval processes will be triggered by some of those changes. As the approver, I can simply go in all within Salesforce and either approve or reject this contract. Once I've gone through and approved the contract, I then want to send it to CongaSign. Over here on this page, you can see that everything has automatically been mapped, and I can preview the contract before sending it out the door. Our easy interface will also allow me to map things like a missing name on the contract before sending it out. I can toggle between users and do the same, and ultimately send this contract for signature. Thank you for your time.
And he finishes with 3 seconds to go. Good job, Matt. You know, when I look at this, hang on a second here. I got a little noise in my ear. This is amazing to see what you can do inside of this by being able to see how the red line comes back to you. You can immediately see the differences. It's all tracked within there. You don't have to open up different versions out into other apps. You're doing it completely in Salesforce, and moving the whole process along inside of Salesforce is fantastic. And then truing up those values between what's in Salesforce and what's been redlined. And I can imagine, I'm a consultant, so I think about lots of different projects where this could have been useful. So good job today. Good job putting it all together and showing us what you can do in under 3 minutes. So I'm going to toss it over to Amanda. What have we got for an audience question today for Matt?
Yes, great job, Matt. Question from the audience is, can Conga contracts or CongaSign work with custom objects?
It in fact does. All of the Conga suite of products work with any standard or custom object. We even allow people to configure our objects to make things ultimately flexible for their process.
Flexibility is the key. So good job, Matt. Thank you for that. And to go to our next demoer today, I'm going to hand it over to Jodi. It's yours.
Thanks, Jeff. I'm really excited to introduce Conversica to our demo jam. If you're not familiar with Conversica, it provides an AI-based sales assistant that empowers your salespeople to focus on selling and closing deals instead of chasing down leads. Anybody in sales knows that is a big win. So your assistant engages prospects in a natural two-way human conversation and is persistent, polite, and reaches out to every single lead as many times and over a long time span if it's required. It is a win-win-win. Sales is more efficient, marketing is more effective, and your prospects have a great experience, and everybody loves a great experience. So I have with me Carl and Gary today from Conversica. Are you both ready to show us your demo?
So ready.
All right, go for it.
Live from a doctor's office near you.
So, Gary, you look quite distressed today. What brings you into the office?
Well, doctor, I am. I mean, my company just they brought in an artificial intelligence sales assistant from Conversica.
A what? I'm sorry, a what?
AI, artificial intelligence sales assistant. And she's hooked into Salesforce, and she finds all these leads in Salesforce and then reaches out to all the leads and engages everyone in a human conversation. And she finds the ones who want to talk to sales and passes them over to sales. So those are the people we talk to.
And you're in sales?
Yeah.
You must be a bit worried about your job then, Gary.
No, I wish she'd take it. No, she's so good. She's making my life miserable, doctor.
Miserable. I see. Yes, I see my rates going up considerably. But tell me more about your misery.
Well, you know, because she reaches out, she gets people to want to talk to sales. So now instead of just sitting and reading golf scores like any good salesperson should do all day, and, staring at Salesforce pretending I'm doing something, now I have to talk to people all day who want to buy stuff.
You're in sales.
Yeah.
She's a sales assistant.
Right.
She's teeing up meetings for sales.
Exactly.
I see. Is there more to it than that?
Well, yeah, doctor, my favorite part of the day used to be sparring around with marketing. I'd tell them their leads were crappy, and they thought that was hilarious. But now all the leads they send me are really good. So now I only see hot ones, and it's so boring.
No more sparring with marketing. I see. Well, it can't be all bad, Gary.
It is. My hip hurts because my wallet's so thick, doctor.
Oh, I do see that as a big problem. Sounds like you're being quite a bit more successful now, Gary.
How many trips to Cabo can a salesperson take?
Mexico.
Ah.
Trips to Mexico.
Ah.
Yes, I see that. Well, she's an AI.
Right.
I'm sure as the human salesperson, you're still much better at many of the things you need to get done.
No, she's really good, Doctor.
Well, you can still email your prospects, no?
She does too.
Texting your prospects?
She does that.
Communicating in multiple languages with your
She
prospects?
knows way more than I do.
Oh, well, I think the diagnosis is clear then, Gary.
Oh, thank heavens. Doctor, what?
I think I need to get a Conversica AI sales assistant for my business.
If you enjoyed today's demo, please vote for Conversica.
I just have to say that is unique.
I think that's my first live action demo jam like that over online.
And there's a huge smile on everybody's face, I think, too.
Yes, there is. So Amanda, did we have any questions for our Conversica improv actors?
They wanted, I think someone wants to know where you went to acting school. They were very impressed.
Well, Gary, I believe you are a semi-professional actor, if I have that correctly.
Semi being the operative word for yes, Doctor. Yes.
How is your acting compared to your product marketing skills?
Well, I'm keeping my day job.
All right. Do we have any other questions?
Okay, yeah, we'll ask a real question. Why not? The question is, if you have an SDR team, what's the benefit of using a virtual assistant when you have a team in person that could do it? Why is it better?
Sales guy, do you want to take that one?
I could do that, sure. Well, in fact, most of our customers have SDR teams, which are great, but this makes sure that the SDRs are using their time the best they possibly can, because instead of them trying to reach out and figure out which are the leads that they should spend their time with, their AI assistant does it, Doctor. And it makes, well, the SDR's job kind of boring, but because they have to spend their day talking to people who want to talk to them. But it's great. In fact, they spread it. So many of our the customers actually have to hire more SDRs because there's an influx of more people who want to talk to sales.
No, send me some of those job descriptions, Gary.
Yeah.
This job over here in therapy is getting tough.
Oh, sure. Is AI going to take your job, Doctor?
Quite possibly.
Oh, okay, that would probably be a good thing.
Yeah.
That was great. I really like how it really goes through and shows you the trajectory of the conversation and it scores leads. I thought that was really great. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. I'm going to hand it over
Go
to
Cabo.
Jeff.
Oh.
I will do that.
Yeah, I'm a little south of my normal location of Minneapolis, Minnesota. I'm closer to Cabo, but not quite there. So, hey, next up today, we've got DocuSign. DocuSign enables organizations of any size to securely send, sign, track, and store business-critical documents directly within Salesforce. It's not just for signing contracts, though. DocuSign for Salesforce CPQ speeds up every step of the sales process from opportunity right to cash. Use DocuSign for NDAs, discount lists, SOWs, change orders, and more to just digitize all those important agreements that you generate, so that you can get revenue faster and delight your customers and move every deal forward. We have the amazing Kristen Jackson with us today, who is going to be demoing DocuSign. Are you ready, ma'am?
I am ready. Can you hear me?
I do, and let's start right now.
All right. Thank you so much. So hello, Salesforce ecosystem. We all know the value of Salesforce and Salesforce CPQ and what it brings to an organization and how this platform and app allows your sales reps to sell more deals, make them bigger, which means more money, and expedite the process. Well, in most cases, a signature or other legally valid interaction by a prospect is required as acknowledgement of intent to buy products on a quote. So with DocuSign for Salesforce CPQ, we have solved a problem and we have allowed you as an organization to place DocuSign directly into your Salesforce CPQ environment. So your sales rep will simply come into Salesforce CPQ, click on their products to generate, And then with a DocuSign for Salesforce CPQ connector, quickly and easily be brought into the standard functionality that they've been used to by using DocuSign for Salesforce. That functionality includes the ability to preview the document that has been placed within the Salesforce CPQ, as well as configurable recipients that they can change if necessary on the fly. We also allow for merge field capabilities, which is taking Salesforce data and placing it onto a DocuSign form, and the addition of DocuSign payments, which will allow you as an organization to capture payment information from your prospect while they are signing the document. From a prospect's perspective, nothing has changed. They are now able to access their document quickly and easily from within a secure location, which is their Gmail or any other inbox. One second. And once they grab their email, they go through a secure signing ceremony. And with that secure signing ceremony, they click, they are taken to the appropriate spot, they sign, and they finish. Once complete, metadata then flows back into Salesforce directly. You are able to do things like change the status directly from DocuSign information back onto your Salesforce CPQ quote, and your opportunity record can change to close one. So with all of this, DocuSign for Salesforce CPQ will help expedite your process of taking your quote to cash from now quote to sign to cash. Thank you very much.
Awesome, and 8 seconds under the bell here. Good job with that, Kristen. There are so many things that I can say about that. First off, from the simplicity of it, of being able to generate it, send it out, know exactly where to sign, and I think most of the audience here has probably signed a DocuSign document in the past because it's very recognizable, very easy to find exactly where you need to focus, where you need to do your signatures, where everything needs to be done. But then the fact that you can follow that up with everything else that needs to happen in Salesforce to continue that process, to move every opportunity, every deal forward is fantastic. So I like all this stuff. Miss Amanda, what have we got today for an audience question, please?
Yes, that was great. Good to see how it works with Salesforce CPQ. The question is, I'm hesitant because I just want to make sure this is the same question related to DocuSign.
Okay.
Hold on. The question is, how do I send a quote for signature using Salesforce CPQ?
Absolutely. So, I'm sorry?
Sorry, I was just saying directly from CPQ.
Exactly. So you do go through the standard CPQ process of configuring those quotes and those products using the CPQ engine. But when you get to the standard CPQ generate document page, there is that now new send with DocuSign button. So that will allow you to take that generated proposal or quote or even contract, tag it appropriately, and send it out. So there is a button.
Awesome and easy to do. So thank you so much for that, Kristen. Good job today on the demo. It's time to hand it over to Jodi for our 4th out of 5 today. So don't anybody go anywhere. We've still got time to see demos, and then we want to hear your voting come in and rein in a winner for February. So Jodi, over to you.
Thanks, Jeff. I'm really excited to have SpringCM join us and give us a demo. SpringCM's powerful and configurable workflows help automate contract and document processes without adding customizations to your Salesforce org. And if you've ever had to build these from scratch, you'll appreciate a tool like SpringCM. It's also on the most secure cloud-based document management platform available. It powers workflows that improve collaboration and productivity for over 650 customers. It even touts Uber, Accenture, and the USDA as some of their clients. So I want to have Ian Vera give us a demo of SpringCM. Are you ready?
Yep, sure am.
Great, take it away.
Awesome. So as my gracious presenter had mentioned, SpringCM provides a powerful platform for satisfying all of the needs that Salesforce customers and their prospects have around documents. So we make it very easy to manage documents that are directly related to the record data wherever you are in the Salesforce platform. So for example, I'm at the opportunity level, and when I go to this documents area, we're automatically making the association based on where I'm browsing in Salesforce to have a pre-populated repository or pre-populated related repository. So it's very easy to add files into SpringCM. So you have the option of drag and drop. And then of course a file explorer like experience where you can open up a window and find the document you want to drag into it. Now following that, the next logical question is, what do you do with those documents that live within the repository? And SpringCM can actually generate documents on its own with ease directly from Salesforce. So to do that, we're just going to click this new contract button. And from here, it'll show us a list of our usual suspects of contracts that we generate. So I'll just click into the CLM MSA. And what we're going to see next is we can pull in the best of both worlds. So we can use Salesforce for what it does very, very well as a relational database. We can drill up and down the hierarchy. So like you're seeing here the associated account with that opportunity. And then we can actually fill in some of the different fields within this on a customized or configurable basis. Even digging in a little bit deeper, we can pull in from Salesforce pick lists. We can pull in from quote objects from Salesforce CPQ. And then of course we can refer into our backend repository in the form of a clause library. So all we're going to do here is hit next. It'll generate a preview for us, and then I'll go to the next screen. And once I actually create this document and push it into production, there will be an automatic handoff using our advanced workflow engine right back into our repository. So we don't have to worry about where it went or where we put it. It'll just automatically be associated with the opportunity. And within that, after we generate the document, we're actually going to update some of the different details or fields within the opportunity. And then of course, when we drill back into the repository, we'll see the document that we've just generated. So there you go. And there's the document that we had dragged and dropped in the first step. Within that, of course, we're fully lightning capable, and then of course within Classic as well. I want to thank you for your time.
Great, thanks, Ian. It looks like you ended with 30 seconds left. Amanda, do we have any questions for Ian?
Yes, we sure do. We have questions coming in. All right, let's see here. The question is, how does SpringCM handle additional back and forth redlining and making sure that different stakeholders are involved in the process?
Yeah, it's really simple. So we use our, oh, sorry, I heard some background chatter, but I'll just continue on. But we do it really easily. So we use our backend workflow engine, and think of it as like a 3-step process. We can move from step 1 to 3 or back from 3 to 1. We can do this either in an automated fashion or with some required manual intervention, just based around the use case and of course the comfort of our customers.
Okay, great. Any other questions, Amanda?
Nope, we're good. And folks, if we don't answer your question, feel free to keep plugging them in. We will have, we'll share them with the partners and they can reach out to you and get your questions answered.
Thanks, Ian. That was a great demo. As somebody myself who lives and dies in opportunities, I appreciate any tool that helps us try to manage any of the documents that you have, and it looks like a really easy to use interface. So thank you very much. And I'm going to hand it back over to Jeff, who's going to talk to us about the next app.
Absolutely. It's our last demo for the day. So this last one is SUMO Scheduler. SUMO Scheduler provides an online appointment scheduling solution enabling sales, service, and support teams to focus on sales and service rather than all that time-consuming back and forth struggle of manual scheduling, which is a pain in the rear. The solution provides a 24/7, 365 access to online scheduling, resource assignment management, real-time analytics. It helps report back to help drive more appointments, reduce no-shows, and increase customer satisfaction. So what wouldn't you like about it? Well, these guys support long-term development of the business to the customer and a relationship with every appointment. So without any further ado, I have Ali Mujib with me today. Ali, are you ready to show us everything you can do?
Yes, I am.
All right, it's your 3 minutes right now.
Thanks, Jeff. So I think it's safe to say that we've all dealt with the pain of rescheduling with a client or potential client. And that's the use case that SUMO Scheduler is going to tackle today. So our use case is Joe Scheduler is a sales development rep who's on the phone with a prospect, and he's looking to book an appointment internally from a pool of resources. So here, Joe Scheduler is logged into his Salesforce CRM, and he's on the lead record and on the phone with Ali Prospect, and he wants to book an appointment with the demonstration of our product. So he's going to click on this new appointment wizard here. And here he can choose from a number of services. And today he's looking to choose an initial consultation. Ali has already let him know, and then before we move on, we're trying to book an appointment from a pool of resources that are qualified to give this demonstration. So Ali's already let us know that Friday afternoon works best for him. So we're going to go ahead and select the time for Friday, and SUMO does come with a 3-channel reminder engine of email, text, and phone. So SUMO will physically text message or call the customer or prospect with any additional reminders. So it looks like now Ali is booked with Carmela Provider for that initial consultation for Friday. I'm going to close out of this here. And now you'll notice that the appointment record is logged against the prospect and lead here inside our Salesforce CRM. So it's a quick walkthrough and use case of an internal scheduling with Joe Scheduler. Now I'm going to move on to the customer experience. So Ali will receive a branded email confirmation, which can include any additional information that you might want regarding your product or the details of that appointment. Once Ali got off the phone, he realized that he has a conflict. So quickly from any smartphone, tablet, or desktop, he can go ahead and reschedule this appointment for a time that suits his needs. The system is smart enough to recognize my time zone, and I could just go ahead and select a time that is better fitting for my schedule now. Again, we're always going to ask about any additional reminders, any additional information, and I could go ahead and schedule or reschedule this appointment. And that's a good customer experience. So moving forward, I just want to show you some dashboards. SUMO is built 100% native on the Salesforce platform. So all of our data and appointment data will reside inside your Salesforce CRM with booked appointments, no-shows, and appointments by reps. Majority of our customers do enhance their existing Salesforce reports, what might be opportunity or lead data, with our appointment data. So in closing, SUMO is solving a big problem. With over 30,000 users using our product today, SUMO is providing a solution that minimizes that back and forth of email, phone, and scheduling tag. It's literally saving our customers thousands to several hundreds of thousands of dollars. This is directly increasing sales productivity and customer satisfaction with sales, support, and customer success teams. Thank you.
Wow, down to 2 seconds there. I was getting ready to hit the sound, but you got it right in time. So I got to say what things I like about this, Ali. It's like I said, it's a pain to deal with scheduling, and when you guys have it laid out there to understand what your schedule already is, what the available times are, being able to do it on multiple devices, and then being able to tie it to all of your other performance metrics to understand the impact of no-shows, and being able to report that out and understand your customers better, and being able to do it on the fly like that is fantastic, fun stuff. And I'm sure a lot of people out there can already find ways that they could use this. So, Amanda, I'm going to turn it over to you for an audience question. What do you got today?
Yeah, that was a great demo. It was really interesting to see how you kind of went through the entire experience in Salesforce versus like in email or in your calendar. So I thought that was really interesting. All right, the question is, what other tools does SUMO Scheduler integrate with?
That's a great question. So SUMO is built 100% native, the only 100% native scheduling automation tool on the Salesforce platform. So we can literally integrate with any other existing third-party applications, either natively or with our APIs.
All right, sounds good. Ali, thanks for doing that. Hey, we're going to close things down for the time being because we've got voting coming up now. So everybody get your voting hats on. We're going to share out a link for everybody to go out and show who you thought did the best demo jam today. And while that link is coming up there for you guys to go out and grab and vote, Jodi, we're going to talk a little bit about what you got going on tomorrow. So you're doing a demo jam today, but tell me a little bit more about what tomorrow looks like for you.
Yeah, so we put on a tiny little community conference in London called London's Calling, if anybody's ever heard of it. And we will be having a demo jam at noon. It will also be live streamed. So londonscalling.net, you can live stream our demo jam. I believe there's 7 demos that we're going to be able to see, and it'll be live action. And myself and Francis Pindar will be hosting that demo jam as well, which I'm sure will be quite the crazy times. You joined us last year.
I did. I was there last year, and I was thinking back to Conversica here. If they were there, they'd be bringing in a couch and some wigs and things like that. But it is a fun time. I mean, this is a huge deal over in London, and having, I'm not sure what they topped the registration out at this year, but it was a fantastic fun time and a great time to be together with Salesforce community and understand more of how people are utilizing Salesforce over there. And think of how much Salesforce has changed in the past year, Jodi. Think about 3 releases that have gone on since then, and even getting into, hey, now we've got GDPR compliance and everything within Salesforce. This is some pretty cool stuff.
The GDPR changes, those are huge. And yeah, Salesforce has changed so much in 3 years. Salesforce has changed so much since I started in 2004, which I hate saying that. But yeah.
Don't hate saying that. That's awesome. You are seasoned. That's what we call that.
Seasoned grandma of Salesforce, either works.
Oh, come on, not quite that. No, it is amazing to see how much change has happened, and to think back to the AppExchange. And I was actually thinking back to when the AppExchange launched, which of course we, last year had our 10th anniversary for the AppExchange, and thinking how much that's changed. It is so fun to see more of these apps and see how they've grown, because even some of the apps that we saw demoed today, just a few years ago, weren't doing all of these things. They have grown in capacity, in their ability to integrate deeper with Salesforce, and it just makes it a lot more utility, and everybody can get more use out of these apps that they were already liking, but you can go deeper.
You really can. And I know with a lot of our clients, we talk to them about, do you really want to build and have to maintain all this stuff? Or do you want to go to the AppExchange, which has such great listings and reviews and everything else, and find the app that really fits your business model and works for your business, and kind of, offload some of that maintenance, let somebody else take care of that for you.
Well, and you think about the cost of maintaining all that custom code, and it's interesting, the more people I hear saying, hey, I don't want to build this out custom in Salesforce, we go back to that saying we've come up with for years. It's like, okay, there's an app for that. Go out there and look in the AppExchange and you'll find something. And that's never been more true than now, that everything you can look for out there, and there's probably multiple solutions to it.
Absolutely. So you can compare and contrast the ones that work best for what you need them to work for. And, I know you, as well as myself, work in consulting. So you're constantly listening to the different challenges that customers face. And like you said, there is an app really to solve almost any business problem out there. So.
Exactly. So we are getting, let's see, Amanda, how's our voting coming in there? Are we getting close to our time to see who the winner is?
We're getting close here.
Okay,
The votes
all right.
are still coming in, so.
All right, so we won't cut that off quite yet. I don't know if anybody talked about it already. In fact, I don't think we did. Is that, whoever wins this demo jam gets a little bit of bragging rights, but it's not just bragging rights. They get a trophy with this thing, which is actually impressive. A big lucite acrylic type of stand trophy that goes in their headquarters. And I tell you, these things are impressive when you have people coming in and seeing, wow, people are having fun here. When people come in and see what your app has done and how you've impressed you can't impress the judges. We don't have any say in who wins this thing, but when you impress the audience.
Okay, so Amanda, are we ready to go? Because I get to do my favorite part.
Voting is now closed.
Excellent. So this is my favorite part of the demo jam. And Steph, you always let me have this part, which is amazing. So I get to announce who the winner is. And I want to congratulate our winner today, Conga.
Hey, congratulations, Conga.
Congratulations. Do you want to give us some wise words about your experience today?
Sure. Yeah, I would. Well, first off, thanks everybody. Very excited for this, and we really love being a part of the AppExchange. It is our planet, and we really like it. I would say that keep plugging away. These were great demos today, and I'm honored to have been able to take away the trophy.
Well, we appreciate you having you here today. Good job with that. Amanda, it's time to turn it over to you to tell us a little bit more about what's coming up in the next demo jams over the coming weeks and months.
Yeah, well, thank you. Congratulations, Conga, and congratulations to everybody who participated today. You all did an amazing job. And for the folks online, thank you for coming and being a part of this. We can't do demo jams without you, so thanks for coming. And we have more exciting demo jams coming up. Since you're registered, all you have to do is come back. Same time, same place. March 15th, it's the third Thursday. We have manufacturing and ERPS. We have Trailhead DX coming up on March 28th. Of course, I don't want to forget London's Calling, which is tomorrow if you're in the area. And in April, we're really excited to have the first ever Beyond Apps demo jam. And this one is going to be non-apps. It's going to be components and bolts and all sorts of connectors, all sorts of non-app type products to show in our Beyond Apps demo jam on April 19th. So that's what's coming up. We hope you'll join us and be a part of it. Thank you all for coming and have a great day.
Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.